Okay, sin stocks. Let's jump right into this. Welcome back, my passive income investors alike today. That's right, the sin stocks have been on fire, guys. The sin stocks is something I've been battering about since the beginning of the year. I've been selling a lot of gold. People think I've been nuts for selling gold, and then I've been buying tobacco-based stocks, especially back like BTI, British American Tobacco, MO, Altria go up. I played Philip Morris for a little bit. I sold it, but I think it's one of the least valued of the whole sin stock sector, so I've been buying up these things like they have been candy. And finally, now that the media is done lying about all their BS, we can actually see them going into rallies. So we're going to head over to the computer. We're going to look at the portfolio very quick. I don't have a lot of time. So let's just take a quick peek, see what's going on, guys. And celebrate a little bit. It's been a really good start to the earnings season. Microsoft's been killing it, and now we got the sin stocks falling up. Mind you, it's all based on Philip Morris's earnings, but we'll go take a look. Come on, guys. What happened, guys? Shares of tobacco company Philip Morris International jumped Thursday, climbing 10% as of 1:22 p.m. The stock's gain follows the company's second quarter earnings release, which featured revenue of non-GAAP adjusted earnings per share that crushed analyst consensus. Of course it crushed them because everyone hates the sin stocks. Philip Morris reported second quarterly revenue of $7.7 billion, down 0.3% from the same period last year. This revenue easily beats analyst average forecast of 7.4, adjusted for the deconsolidation of the company's Canadian subsidiary Rothmans and Benson and Hedges. Complicated names there. Hedges. Is that a tobacco name? Hedges. As well as for the impact of currency changes, revenue rose 9% year over year. Look at that, baby. Look at that. And it is bringing up all of these companies with it. BTI losing some of the rush it had yesterday, but these earnings will be coming out, and we can see the stock, since Philip Morris posted great news, is bringing everything back because everyone just hated tobacco stocks. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is with people and hating balance sheets that are just pristine, and the fact that adults should be allowed to do what they do within reason and responsibility. The government shouldn't be allowed to tell me what I can put in my body. I don't think it's a right. I used to smoke. I do not smoke anymore. And I don't care if people choose to smoke or what people choose to do with their time. Heck, McDonald's can kill you if you eat too much of it. Water can kill you if you drink too much of it. Everything in moderation, I don't think is going to do you wrong. So let's take a look at the positions in my account here, guys. Right now, because I've been having some uppers and downers going on in here, GEO has been killing me the most. So far this month, with some of the bad news, I will be purchasing some more shares of this. I can't help but watch it just keep going down and down, and I'm just patiently waiting to see where the bottom might be for that one. But luckily, in the meantime, I just picked up some British American Tobacco at $37.84, 89 shares in this account and $3,000 US. And then in my other account as well, let's see if the actual ratings have changed. I have MO and Altria in my basic account, but let's take a look here. Nope, looks like analysts are still more against MO. Let's take a look at BTI. And this is where I would own a good tranche. I have 162 shares at $33.98, which to me seems like the bottom. But because I bought it at that point, the Canadian dollar was, I think it was up a little more or down a little more. Either way, I'm losing to the Canadian dollar conversion, or I'd be up way more because look at how many shares. I'm up $4 a share on 162. No, that might be kind of accurate, actually. That might not be too far off. But here we see we've got a lot more bulls here now than bears for British American Tobacco, a good even split. It'll be neat to see what these guys do for earnings. Right now, the entire portfolio sits around 112. It is pushing higher. Oh yeah, I never told you guys. I sold BMO yesterday out of my account. So you can see I hold some bank shares. The banks have been taking a beating, guys, and I've been trying to mitigate myself away from them. And because BMO was doing so well, I think it was up 6 or 7% on the position, a high of 10%. I realized that I just wanted to sell it because I didn't want that much exposure. Banks right now are under a lot of pressure, guys, and I just don't want that pressure to bring like that. It makes up more than 30% of my portfolio because you can see I got 16,000 here, I got 12,000 here. I mean, that makes up already for 29,000, and then on top of that, I had 5,000 in BMO. Making up it was way too big of a position. So I figured I'll stick with these two stocks. I do want to leverage down. This one's not going to open for some reason. It's a little laggard today, apparently. So I sold BMO, and what I'm going to do is I'm looking into REITs. I'm still looking into RioCan. I'm just seeing my options available. I'm not really rushing spending this money. Some of it's going to end up in my RSP as well. But I'm just debating on where would the best place to park it
for now be. I've kind of maxed out my tobacco position in BTI. I do want to buy a little more MO. I might not use this money for that because this is just, I want to look at some more Canadian stocks. I'm very leveraged in US companies, and I want to try and keep it usually between a 40-60 split, 40 Canadian, 60 US, or at least something closer to a 50-50. So I'll keep messing around though, guys. But yeah, I'm really looking forward. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where British American Tobacco is going to be heading. Did that open when I came back to? Of course, it opens when I come back to it. But yeah, we can see the banks have a horrible rating, guys. People are saying they're yield traps and things like that. I don't think this can go a heck of a lot lower. I think it's starting to get into fair valuation marks here, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. I want to see it bump up and start pulling back some money out of this guy. But we'll get there in time. There's no rush. I'll just be patient. My U.S. stocks are clearly killing the game. Minus I've had one bad pick so far for this year in my tax-free savings account. Luckily, it's still a pretty small position. That does hurt because it's in U.S. dollars, so I'm down about 1,400 U.S. But luckily, it's still a pretty small position. And yes, I definitely do plan on adding more as the dividends progressively come in. And by the end of this month, we will be bringing in quite a hefty amount of dividends. So I will plan on parking some here. A lot of people think this 11% dividend yield might be a trap. It might be nuts. And honestly, it really comes down to regulations. If you aren't comfortable to stomach the political winds that are about to come, which is every election season because the prisons are ran and sponsored by you, the taxpayer. So there's always a lot of drama. But I don't know, it's just an interesting stock, guys. You don't have to pick. These are just my opinions and my picks. And I hope you enjoyed this quick video, guys. I got to get ready to do a bunch of work today. So stay cool. Stay awesome. I hope you got some British American Tobacco. This company's making me $800 a year in dividends. It's crazy awesome, considering how little shares I actually own. I only own about $10,000 worth of this company. It's beautiful, guys. Stay cool. Stay awesome. I look forward to chatting to you real soon.